Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Arnimane, and today I'm bringing you guys another episode of my top 5. And this week it's going to be my top 5 features that are coming to Pokemon X and Y. Of course, this is pre-release, so I don't know about any other new features that are coming when that telling us about. But anyways, since it is about Pokemon, I'm going to be doing this over some Pokemon Showdown gameplay, some competitive battling, and I am new to competitive battling, so you'll probably see quite a few mistakes along the way. And of course, this is a couple UUs and a couple random battles that I did have on Pokemon Showdown. But without further ado, let's move on to my top 5 list. Coming in at number 5 is 3D graphics. And when I say 3D graphics, I don't mean like the kind of 3D that pops out at you at the screen or from the screen or whatever. I'm talking about the actual 3D models, the 3D characters, 3D environment, all that kind of stuff. That is something that I've been looking forward to for a long time, probably since Gen 2, Gen 3. Ever since I was young, I was always like, this game would be so much cooler if it was on the N64, on the GameCube, fully remade into 3D graphics as an RPG. And we're finally getting this here in X and Y, and I am completely stoked, and that is why it is number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4 is character customization. Now, I know this is one of those things that a lot of people have been asking for many, many years, probably since like Gen 2, Gen 3, is being able to customize how your character looks, whether it be the clothing you're wearing, your hair color or hairstyle, the accessories that you decided to put on. And that again, this is something that I'm really looking forward to, and it's because, like I said in my previous episode of my top 5, I love putting myself in the place of the main character. I like putting myself in pretty much within the game, within the environment, because it's what draws me into the game more and lets me lose myself, per se, within the game, within the environment of the game. Being able to do this in Pokemon X and Y, I know this is probably going to sound really nerdy or corny, but it makes me feel like I'm the actual Pokemon trainer that I'm playing. I'm not playing as Ash or Dawn or whoever the hell I'm supposed to be playing in these games. I want to be able to play as me, and being able to differentiate myself from the other trainers that I'm battling online or in real life is a huge plus. Being able to not be limited to a set sprite that I have to choose from, being a scientist or Pokemon trainer or Pokemon raider or whatever, Pokemon ranger or whatever the hell they make you choose from. I can't remember any of them. Hiker, scientist, blah blah blah. Being able to develop my own character model and choose what I want to wear, the accessories, my hairstyle, my skin tone, and all that stuff is what really excites me for Pokemon X and Y. Coming in at number 3 is super training. And one of those things that really deterred me from doing competitive battling, at least on my handheld device, my 3DS or my DS, was the fact that I have to spend all this time and effort into EV training my Pokemon when I don't know specifically what I'm supposed to do to EV train. Yeah, I could look it up, but it's all very confusing when when you're trying to take it all in at once. And a lot of the EV training, like all the EV stats, they're hidden. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're actually gaining. You don't know when you stop. You have to do all that manually. And it is a lot of work just for some metagame enjoyment. And it really deterred me from doing so. But with super training, it allows you to see what stats you're gaining, where your EVs are at, and how and what you need to do to get the stats that you want, and you can always constantly check it. And it just seems like they made it a lot easier to get into competitive battling and to mold the Pokemon that you have into the Pokemon that you want to have. So I'm super excited because when Pokemon X and Y comes out, I'm going to be diving headfirst into competitive battling on my 3DS and taking out many teams. You will probably see this team that I have here in this battle because I'm falling in love with it so far. Anyways, I know there's a couple flaws with it, but anyways, I'm getting off topic. So that's why I'm super training is number 3 on our list. Coming in at number 2 is mountable Pokemon. Being actually able to ride one of your Pokemon just seems absolutely amazing. It's one of those things that blew my mind when I first saw it in one of the trailers, and I couldn't believe it. And I know it was a new Pokemon at the time, but just the thought running through my head of like, which Pokemon can I ride? Rhyhorn, Rhydon. Can I ride an Arcanine? That'd be fucking cool. A Rapidash. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. And being able to ride Pokemon brings out a whole field of new things and new aspects of the gameplay. And one of them is the possibility of removing HMs. You know, having Pokemon who just pretty much know how to surf. You know, as long as you have a water type on you, you can surf. As long as you have a Pokemon that could learn Strength or Rock Smash, they can, you know, smash the rocks or or move the boulders and all that stuff. And that's what I'm excited for. I'm hoping. I know it's not confirmed yet, but I'm hoping that doing the rideable Pokemon stuff may actually remove some of the requirements or remove the requirement for HM moves, because I absolutely hate HM moves. Of course, like I said, this is just off the top of my head. For all I know, HMs are probably still going to be in the game in some way, shape, or form, whether it be a new TM and all that stuff. But it even goes back to like Pokemon Yellow and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Having that Pokemon out behind you, it just felt like you had that closer bond with your Pokemon, and I absolutely loved it. I wish they had that in this and Pokemon X and Y, being able to have your Pokemon fall behind you and interact with you, or you can interact with it. But this is the next best thing, I think, personally, is being able to ride your Pokemon, and it has that whole, I guess, bond with your Pokemon, which is something that I'm absolutely looking forward to, which is why this is number 2 on my top 5 list. Coming in at number 1 is all the new Pokemon. And I know this isn't really a feature, but I gotta throw it in there because I am absolutely excited to see all the new Pokemon that they have in store for us. I mean, we've seen roughly 30 or so new Pokemon already, and I'm loving, I want to say 90% of the designs so far. I hope they don't go overboard with too many of them. I mean, I have seen a couple leaked ones that I was just like, I hope that's not real. But I'm excited. You know, I think the 3 starters look absolutely amazing, and the ones that they've released, like Bunnelby, Dedenne, and the fossil ones, they all look fucking phenomenal, and I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us. And not only that, but the new typings that these new Pokemon could have, as well as the retypings as well. I am kind of interested in seeing which Pokemon are going to get the Fairy type and how the new Fairy type is going to affect us in gameplay. So, anyways, guys, that's my list for this week's My Top 5, and I hope you guys had enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, stay dirty.